morning, campers. That's right, dashboard footage. I got some of the bugs off. I finally just caved in and bought one of those fancy glass cleaning cloths from a truck stop, and I feel like I probably should have done that about 3 years ago. We are in Casper, Wyoming. Are you going to be dumb enough to try and get in front of me? Alright, good job. Smart decision. He hit the brakes, so he's getting behind me. Cool. Good job, buddy. We are in Casper, Wyoming. Holy oversized Batman. That was a cool truck pulling that, though. I don't think I've seen one of those in a while.
Miles, use the right 2 lanes to take exit 189 toward US 20 West, US 26 West.
Let's see, is that the correct? Yes, it is. All right. Yeah, we are headed for Wyoming Highway 220. This is a new road for us. I've never gone from Casper to Rawlins before. So this will be fun. Because since we're coming down from South Dakota, we picked up in Sioux Falls. So we came back the way I came, because I just took 4 days off in Rapid City. So we came back the way we were coming. Today, by the way, is Saturday, July 13th. Wow, we almost had a Friday the 13th situation there. That would have been interesting. That would have explained yesterday a lot. But today is Saturday, July 13th, and we are westbound once again. We picked up the load yesterday. It took them over 2 days to get the trailer loaded. But this load pays really well, so it's worth it. It was worth waiting for. I had the option of getting off this load, and I'm like, you know what? Honestly, this load plus, the maximum detention, because it maxes out at like 12 hours, so you get like $500 for detention. But this load plus maximum detention, oh, that's worth more than anything I'm going to get before payroll cut off. So we might as well stay on this. Wyoming 220, Shoshone Rawlins, 1 mile. I'm like, we will stay on this. I will get the load. I will deliver the load. We are going to the Port of Oakland, which is a place that I've never been before in real life, and kind of want to see how it compares to American Truck Simulator. I know it's going to be iffy, just because it's
in half a mile, use the right 2 lanes to take exit 189 toward US 20 West, US 26 West.
It looks relatively easy to get in and out of the Port of Oakland, just using Interstate 80. So we are going to use Interstate 80 to get in and out of there. One of the interstates in Oakland, you aren't allowed to
use the right 2 lanes to take exit 189, then keep left.
Yeah, there is an entire interstate in Oakland that you're not allowed to go on with a truck. I think it's because it's like a raised viaduct, and somebody at some point said, we really didn't build this right. We should probably stop driving big trucks on it before we have a bad earthquake and it just collapses on us. Can I turn left out of this?
Keep left, then use any lane to turn left onto Events Drive.
I can indeed. Sorry for the GPS talking over you guys, but, some people seem to like that, so we're going to leave it in here. We haven't named our GPS.
Use any lane to turn left onto Events Drive.
That is simply our friend Google. I was not expecting that to stay green.
Continue for 3 miles.
Thank you. Alright. Casper, Wyoming, here we are. There is a way station here, but we do not have to go through this way station because we already went through the way station in Lusk, even though he actually didn't weigh me. He totally didn't weigh me. He just he had an oversize in, and he just weighed me around the scale. Like, I couldn't get you on the scale if I tried right now anyway, so just go on. I'm like, alright. Don't mind. Looks like the scale's closed anyway. But yeah, this port of entry here is mostly for loads originating or delivering in Casper. If you miss all the other ports of entry, you're supposed to come here if you are starting in Casper or coming to Casper. If you're starting in Casper, you're supposed to come straight here. Once you get the load situated and scaled and everything, and you're satisfied with it, you come to the port of entry, and then you proceed on from there. That's one of the weird rules about Wyoming, is if you pick up within, I don't know if it's like 6 or 10 miles of a port of entry, you're supposed to go straight to the port of entry after you pick up. Yeah, fun fact. A little bit of a thunderstorm situation going on here as well, so you might hear some wind giving us some trouble. We are nice and heavy, though. We are California legal, but barely. Our trailer axle is at 33,950 pounds. And it's in the California legal hole, so I can't put it any further back. California legal being 40 feet from the kingpin to the center of your rearmost axle that's in contact with the road. So yeah, California a little bit strict on that stuff. We could slide it back. Not now, buddy. We could slide it back while we are in states like Wyoming and Nevada, but I don't want to risk forgetting before I get to Donner Pass. So let's just leave it where it is, because it is legal. And honestly, with that much weight on the trailer axle, it makes it a little bit more stable in windy conditions. Though there is some benefit to be gained if we stretched out our stance a little bit by sliding that axle further back. It would make us slightly more stable. So, but this load doesn't seem to be too terribly top heavy, so I think we're all right. All right, Wyoming 220. That's going to be a left. Yeah, we're not going to get on.
In half a mile, keep left to continue on US 20 bypass west, US 26 bypass. Follow signs for Casper.
But how? There's kind of things in the way. Okay, they're over. All right, that works. That works. We're going to merge left. And continue to decelerate because the speed limit just dropped to 40.
Keep left to continue on US 20 bypass west, then continue straight onto State Highway 257.
Check out all these oversizers.
Continue straight onto State Highway 257.
We'll stay in this lane because the right lane's going to end up here, so we'll just stay where we are. That sign made me think that the right lane was not going to stay on this road, but it's fine. It's fine. Yeah, so straight ahead for 220. This is all new. From here, this is all new. I've never gone further than this intersection on this road. Because this is Highway 20 that we're crossing right here. We've come the opposite direction up Highway 20 from Grand Teton. Big oversize. Woo! His engine brakes were like, I felt them. All right, buddy, let's go.
Continue on State Highway 257 for 7 miles.
All right, these guys gonna race up past me since I guess they're empty. That's fine. This is what I get for not knowing the road. And y'all are clear to move left if you want it. Flash them over. I'm so heavy. I'm trying to keep left just to give this car behind me a chance to go around if he wants. Even though the right lane's kind of done. He stayed behind me that whole time, and I just feel bad for him because he got trapped. He got trapped by me. All right. Well, from here it's all new, so I will bring you guys in if I see anything cool, interesting to record. Because I think we're going to be mostly following the North Platte River from here to Rawlins, and that's going to be cool because there's a couple of really cool dams along that route. I don't know if we're actually going to be staying that close to the river. I honestly just have no idea. So hopefully see you guys with some more footage coming up. Yeah! Next video, I'm not sure what day that's going to be, but it'll probably be when we arrive at the port in Oakland. Possibly just a little bit of Donner Pass as well. I haven't done a Donner Pass video in a couple of years. It's been a little while since we went over Donner Pass, you know? But, I don't know. I'll decide that tomorrow. In my time. It'll be like a week from now in your time. Wait. Backwards. I think. I don't know. By the time you see this, I will know what video is coming out next, and you won't. So that's what I mean to say. Maybe it's tomorrow, maybe it's 2 days, maybe it's a week. I don't know. But we'll try to do something decent. I figure getting into the port is going to be kind of cool. I hope it is, anyway. It'll be strange to be on the opposite side of the bay from San Francisco, considering we were there last 1 year ago. 1 year ago in like 3 weeks, we were in San Francisco for Pride 2018. And that was pretty cool, checking out some stuff at Uber Freight. That was pretty sweet, and this will be the first time I've been back in the Bay Area since then with the truck. So it'll be kind of neat to be on the other end of that bridge, because I you know, saw that bridge while I was in town from the other side. And it will be kind of cool to have like a little bit of follow-up on that. Neat rig. I wonder what that's supposed to carry. Kind of looks like a souped-up container chassis. Well, here's another one. Oh, you know what? I think those are the rigs they used to haul. I think those are the rigs they used to haul the wings for windmills. Yeah, the big turbine blades. I think that's what these are. That's the third one in a row. I think they're just not extended. I think that must be what the turbine blade trailer looks like when it's not got a turbine on it, when you can collapse it to a street legal version. It's been a great day. Aside from that, Sinclair truck stop that I pulled through in Rawlins was way smaller than I thought it was. Because I've seen billboards for that truck stop. Just tons of billboards. This is, on my face right now, is the shadow of my pre-pass. If you're wondering what that odd shape is. The sun is directly behind my pre-pass transponder. But, yeah, I was always wondering about that Sinclair, because there were lots of billboards for it and stuff, like, oh, truck parking and showers and cheap fuel and stuff. Like, all right, well, at some point I'll end up in Rawlins and I'll stop at that Sinclair just to see. And then today we had to drive through Rawlins because the exit onto 80 westbound from the 287 bypass was closed, so we had to go through Rawlins itself, which was kind of neat. I always love a chance to see a little bit of scenery that we wouldn't normally get to see. It was a slightly tight right turn. I had to throw it wide, button hook the turn, even though I don't much like, or jug handle the turn, even though I prefer button hook. Yeah, I prefer button hooks to jug handles. Jug handles where you turn out before you get to the turn and then go in, and a button hook is where you go straight and then just take more room on the street that you're turning onto. But there was people in the way, so button hook we did. It worked out. It worked out just fine. Just fine. Let's turn that off before you start getting mad at me. Yeah, it turned out fine. The Sinclair was really small. It only had like 3 or 4 truck parking spots, and it looked like, I mean, on the approach that I did, I would have had to go out into the street in order to park in any of those spaces. I would have to pull out into the street and then reverse back into the truck stop. And that seems like a dangerous setup for parking to me, even though it was not a particularly busy road. So I just, when I pulled out onto the street, like setting up for the parking, I was like, you know what, forget it. I'm just going to keep going and stop at the Flying J. And that's what I did. Kept going, stopped at the J, picked up a couple slices of Flying J pizza, and I mean, it's shockingly good pizza for a gas station. Yeah, picked up a couple slices of pizza, a bottle of water, and yeah, we're good to roll for the rest of the night. We've got 3 hours and 30 minutes left on our clock. We are currently at mile, I don't know. We're 997 miles from the Port of Oakland right now, so that puts us at mile, like 180-ish in Wyoming, I think. 209 is the Flying J. I think. Is 209 the Flying J? I think 209 is the Flying J. Oh, here's a mile marker coming up. We'll see. So we have 3 hours and 29 minutes left on the clock. We are 192 miles from the Wyoming state line. So that does not leave me enough room to get to Salt Lake City tonight. 3 hours and 29 minutes. 190 miles. I'm proud of how close we were to in the guess on how many miles are left of the state. I appreciate your input. Yeah, so I don't think I can get to Salt Lake City tonight. So I think I'm going to aim for the way station. The way station in Echo Pass. That seems like a good place to aim for. They have parking all night. People hate parking at way stations. I love it. I love parking at way stations because you can show up at midnight and still get a space. So yeah, I think that's where I'll aim for. It's currently 7:40, so we'll get there at right around 11 p.m. That's perfect. Perfect. Set us up good for tomorrow, get myself some sleep, and bring us down to like 700, right about 800 miles on this load when we stop tonight, hopefully. Perfect! We've got a plan. Alright, I will see you guys in the next video. My name is Elio Dare, AzerAngel17 on Twitch.tv. Elio Dare everywhere else, and everywhere else is what matters. I'm not on Twitch that often, I just forget and keep saying it. But yeah, Twitter, Xbox Live, Steam. Been on Steam a lot lately. Been playing a lot of American Truck Simulator. I've got Pilot Flying J Wi-Fi, so anytime I park at a Pilot Flying J at night, if I've got the free time, I'm hopping on Truckers MP, American Truck Simulator server, which is the multiplayer mod for American Truck Simulator and Euro Truck Simulator. So check that out if you have it. You might bump into me driving around in that game, which would be kind of neat. I'm not on there all the time, but sometimes. If you follow me on Steam at Elio Dare, you have a chance to know when I'm in the game, and you can come find me. Come find me, admire my suspiciously Jim Palmer-like paint scheme in the game. Or if you don't have the classic stripes paint job DLC, all you will see is a gray truck. So, discovered that the hard way. But yeah, come say hi on Steam or on Switch or Twitter. Twitter's the best place to get a hold of me, obviously, at Elio Dare. And I check it like literally every time I stop, so that's the best place to get something in front of my eyeballs. Don't message me on Facebook. I never check my messages from strangers on Facebook. You can follow my page, I believe. I believe my page is set to allow other people to follow, but I'm never going to get your messages. I'm sorry. So, yeah. If you want to get something before my eyeballs, come to Twitter. That's the best place to do it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Have a great day.